Hi everyone, I'm back with a layout process video. This one is titled Zaori. That is my niece's name. And this is actually a picture of my niece and not a nephew. This is, how do I start this? This picture is a picture of my niece's daughter, and she dressed her up, quote unquote, like a boy. And she had this on her Facebook post with a quote, something to the effect of, "If I had a boy, this is exactly what he would look like." And sure enough, this was pre her third, I think it's her third baby. Sure enough, she has a son now, and he is like spitting image of his older sister, who this is. And they're just adorable kids. So I'm starting pages for her, and I'm using a number of things. I'm using Dear Lizzie, I'm using Heidi Swap chipboard, I'm using Crepe Paper Cute Girl, as you can see there with that word paper. I love that word paper, it's so cute. Simple Stories Life in Color, I use some embellishments. I also use embellishments or paper cutouts from Crepe Paper Wonder Collection. The Little Bee foam hearts that I found at Tuesday Morning. And I also have a Korean brand of felt heart stickers. And I use those as well. And the Tim Holtz mini stapler to attach a few things. So here I'm using this strip of heart paper. I got that from an 8.5 by 11 Best of Dear Lizzie stack. And here you see me putting this big picture, and I'm kind of aligning it to one corner. I like that the picture isn't taken going straight up and down. She took it at an angle. And so originally I printed this out at an 8.5 by 11 also, but I kind of wanted to cut it down because I really wanted to focus in on her face. And so I made the photo square and large. And lately I've been doing a lot of photos that are printed on 8.5 by 11 or are that size, or I cut them down a little bit smaller. And that's been a lot of fun. I've also had a couple of school pictures that are that size, and also 5 by 7s. I'm also scrapbooking the same picture in some instances twice or 3 times over, just depending on where or who it's going to go to. Here I'm using this Dear Lizzie, the blue polka dot paper is from Dear Lizzie Daydreamer, and I decided here that I wanted to ink the edges. So I did my photo, I did all the papers, I did this cute girl paper also, even though it's white. I didn't do it in black because I didn't want to give it that harsh edge, and so the gray really works for that. I know that Chamel does a lot of brown sometimes. I think she does use brown paper though, which is really tough for me. Is there a color that is tougher for you guys to use? Brown has always been a challenge for me. Let's see here. Not wood grain though, which is crazy because it's like a lighter shade of brown or something. But anyway, so I decided to use a 6 by 6 sheet, and I cut it in half diagonally, and I used that to kind of like photo corners for my paper to be, for my photo to be anchored with, so to speak. I am using this large pink pattern paper, which also is from the Dear Lizzie line. And I almost wish I could have found something, maybe a small polka dot or something to that effect. Do you see my corner puncher? It's a corner punch? Yeah. That's my favorite one, and I recently broke one of the guides. I'm so devastated because I really like to use that punch a lot. Chamel has one and that she uses all the time, and it's a EK Success tag punch. And I was literally convinced to buy that punch because she had it and she used it so much, and she just It's something so simple. It has 3 tags, 3 sizes. And she just blew my mind on how to use this tag punch, and I hardly use it. But I do like to use that tag corner punch. It makes things look like a tab, or also a, I think it's a deco edge also. Anyway, I broke up one of the guides, and I think I might have to buy a new one because I don't like it without the guides. I can still use it, and the punch still works. It's just that guide that helps you line up the paper. So anyway, here I'm using some little cut aparts from some cute girl, the G and the little doll looking picture. This is from the Wonder Collection, and I don't end up using it. That floral chipboard is from, I almost said Dear Lizzie, and that heart are from Heidi Swap from like a long time ago. And I decided that I'm going to punch out that circle. I pull out this tag, but it doesn't come in. You can see it's no longer there. And here I'm punching the circle element out of the out of that little tag, and I also punched out 2 tiny staples with that Tim Holtz tiny attacher, and I'm making this paper cutout from the Wonder Collection into a banner. I wanted to punch out this G, but I only have 2 circle punches, or 3, and it wasn't the size that I needed, so I pulled out my circle dies, which I use a lot. I think if I decide to buy more dies, I'm going to invest in those. I cannot remember the name of the company, but they have like a whole set of basic shapes. I love them. Love, 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 love them. So here I'm punching out some shapes out of the extra scrap paper that I had left over from the cut apart G for girl. And here I'm also cutting this little doll in a circle also. And I place her there, but she moved around quite a bit in that corner. And I kind of wanted to put her in there because with the G, just so that if anybody's just looking at this in passing, they know that this is not a boy but a girl. And she's just so cute. In my opinion. And down here I cut out a yellow element that I cut into a banner shape. It's the Life in Color, and it actually says September. So here I'm putting down a journaling card, and I write down what I told you about the photograph. I put the circle element of Tuesday because I wanted to do that visual triangle. I'm sorry I snapped my fingers if you heard that. That's how I think, I guess. You know, I talk with my hands, and so my hands also do the talking. Here I put another triangle shape thing. It says this, and that's also from Heidi Swap. It's a chipboard element. And so now I'm starting to glue down my stuff. I wish I was a little more decisive and more just determined to glue stuff down right at the beginning because I don't do that. I tend to end up taking a lot of time putting all my stuff down on my layout before I make a decision. Okay, so I end up putting the little doll there. The reason why I also picked up that little doll is because I do have yellow elements. There's a heart right above her little face from the pattern paper. There is the September month element, and there is the pattern paper that also has yellow elements, and so I wanted to bring in more of that color in. Did I just repeat that weirdly? I don't know. But so here I'm cutting this banner shape down a little bit more. I really like how this layout came out. Sometimes putting paper together is especially when it comes to soft colors, I'm not very good at it. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't know. But this came out really well, and I really enjoyed making this layout. I really have been enjoying using larger photos to Scrapbook. Here I'm using this font. It's called Rainbows, and it's a thicker sheet, and I put Zaori, which is Zaori, and that's pretty much it. My camera cut off at the end, and I'm really sorry I didn't get to put the little embellishments on video. I just didn't notice until I looked up and I saw that it wasn't filming anymore. But here you are seeing close-ups of the layout, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and so other people will be able to see the types of videos that you like on YouTube, and I can get more of an audience. And leave any questions or comments down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.